All right, Larry Yeager here at Yeager Cycle, and today I'm going to show you the inline clutch cable adjustment, the procedure on doing that. So we'll get to that soon. All right, so today I want to show you how to adjust your clutch cable free play with the inline adjuster. Okay, I did a previous video because Harley-Davidson recently changed their clutch free play adjustment. Used to be 1 to 2 millimeters of free play. If you watched that video, I kind of showed you how to check that up here on the cable. They have recently changed it to 2 to 3 millimeters, so essentially they're giving it just a little bit more free play, which I don't think is a bad thing. And like I had spoke about in the other video, I referenced using 2 dimes as a good reference for the free play in the clutch cable, because 2 dimes ends up being about 2.5 millimeters, thereabouts. Okay, so just as a quick reference, if you're on the trail one day or if you're riding on the road and you just want to give it a quick check, all you do is you pull this boot back and pull this cable out, and you want to have a gap that's about 2 dimes width wide is about what you want. Okay, if you're less than that, then obviously you need to give it a little free play. If you're a lot more than that, then obviously you need to take some free play out. Okay, so most people are aware that we have an adjuster right up here that will accommodate that. Okay. What some people do not know is that Pan America has a inline cable adjuster as well. So it's got a second clutch adjuster. And essentially the reason it's got that is if you run out of range here on this cable adjuster on the clutch lever perch, then let's say you've adjusted it all the way out and now you're out of range and you don't have enough adjuster left and you still got too much free play. So then you can go down to the inline cable adjuster, which is underneath the fuel tank. And I've removed the fuel tank already. I have a video on that. So if you want to reference that, that'll give you a good how-to on how to remove the fuel tank, which is not near as bad as a lot of people say. All right, and so here's your inline adjuster. It's right here. It's underneath of this boot. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this cable out of that little holder. We're going to take that dude up and over just like that, which gives you a little bit of slack, and you're going to pull that boot off of there. So what you've got here is you have a 13 millimeter cable adjuster and a 14 millimeter lock nut. So what you want to do is loosen that guy up, and then this works on the same principle as the clutch lever adjuster, the cable adjuster up on the handlebars, in that if you screw this together, it gives it free play, and if you screw it apart, it takes free play away. So depending on what you need, so this is what's recommended. If you have exhausted all of your clutch cable free play at the handlebars, there's nothing left one way or the other, too tight or too loose, I would suggest that you screw this adjuster all the way in to where it's against clutch perch. Then go down, loosen up, take the boot off, loosen up your lock nut, and then loosen this or tighten this in whichever direction that you need to go, okay, to get the cable free play close to where you want it to be. All right, so then once you've done that, you want to lock that guy down. Just like that. I will tell you, this is where silicone spray is handy. I like to have that stuff around anytime I'm working on them. It just makes things a little easier. That helps that boot to slide back on there, simple. Just like that. Put that back in the holder. And if you've got additional wiring on there, like what I have, I'm going to slide my zip tie back down there to hold it in place so the tank doesn't pinch it. Okay, so that's done. Then I will come back up here and I will set this adjuster to where I'm in the 2 to 3 millimeter range, which is just about right. So I'm going to grab my 2 dimes, see where I'm at. Yeah, just about right. Just fits just right. So that's gonna mean I'm gonna be at about 2.5 millimeters. All right. So I call that job done on getting my clutch adjusted properly. And that is something that you got to maintain. You pull this boot back over, it keeps the mud and water out of your cable, or helps to anyway. Pull that guy up real good and tight. That's all there is to it. Thank you.